2, 1, boom, and we're live. And it's AtlanticScrum, and Thomas and Mikhail and Sampriti are all here. And yeah, Sampriti, there's a lot of... Sampriti, you might not mute yourself. There's kind of a lot of background noise there. Anyway, okay, let's go to screen share. And at least I will try. We go, screen 1. Okay, Sampriti was in first. Sampriti, how are things with you?
I finally had that moment of like, I finally had one of those aha moments today, because like I was underestimating the power of a Ruby gem. So I was stuck on an issue of, like, for maybe about 3 or 4 days, and then I finally fixed it. So I'm really happy at that. It's
Great.
related to one feature, so I'm really happy at that. It's like, and I'm just going to work on finishing that up, and that's it.
Great. Good stuff. All right, so there's nothing blocking you at the moment, and are you free for pairing in the near future?
Yes, I needed some help with Jasmine, and Yarrow said that he would be in like 40 minutes then, which might be 20 or 15 minutes now.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was thinking of pairing someone to improve my Jasmine skills, which are like almost 0 at the moment. So.
Sure. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good. All right, I think Mikhail was in next. Mikhail, how are you doing? Good to see you again. Mikhail is muted, or at least we're not getting any audio from Mikhail at the moment. While Mikhail maybe needs to sort out his microphone, maybe we'll go to Thomas. Hey Thomas, how are you doing?
How's it going? I'm fine, thanks.
Good stuff.
Thank you. I'm busy going over an application that I would be working on, and was a suit that was failing all over the place because they upgraded to RSpec 3 without making the necessary changes in the helper, Rails helper file and everything. So, but I managed after 2 hours to get 446 failing tests to come down to 1 failing test.
That sounds like a progress. Yes.
Yes. Just submitted a pull request, and I believe that the people that I work for are at least a little bit happy with me right at the moment.
Good show.
Yes. This means that I haven't been doing much Website 1 or AV related work at all, and I will not be able to do that for yet another few hours, but I will be available later tonight.
Good show. Right. Okay. So I'll take nothing blocking, you sort of summarized.
No, I was in contact with Jonathan at the Octo course. Yes, this morning, and updated him with we did some updates to my profile page there, and I'm just looking forward to seeing if there's anybody that signs up for that.
Yeah. Is there something to see on OptiCourse now? Like.
Yeah, there is some. It's like there's a list of mentors. So.
Let me just give you.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Did you find it?
I have. Well, if you can see my screen share, you'll see.
Yes, I can. Yes. Okay. I was just. Yes. So this is me, Michael, and Sampriti.
Excellent.
So if you click on my avatar or Sampriti's avatar, you go to. Yes, there's each page for each one of us, and people can sign up and stuff.
Yeah. Cool. Good stuff. Nice one.
Yes.
All right.
I'm strongly considering choosing another avatar than the one where I'm wearing sunglasses.
Yeah. I think
it might be slightly intimidating for people.
Yes, I think that's probably right. Yes. Now, I don't know, Mikhail, is your audio working?
I think so. Yes.
Oh yes. No, we've got you back. Yes, Mikhail.
Yes. Hello.
Hello. How are things going with you?
Fine, but I was working on programming assignments and with Spring for courses I give in a French school, so it was not much. I didn't have much time to take part into Agile Ventures.
Sure, no problem at all.
Now.
Yes, and have you got a little bit more time now? You're coming back?
A little bit more time, yes. Yeah, I do.
Great. Okay, fantastic. Yes, I guess, and are you available for pairing now?
Yes, I'm available now, yes.
Great, good stuff. All right. Well, let's just check in with Sasha. Sasha, I'm very much enjoying your profile icon on Agile Ventures. I would love to enjoy its bounty on your G+ as well.
Don't push him too hard. Don't push him too hard.
No, I'm just saying how much I'm looking forward to that G+ icon updates. It's.
I think you're doing a great job there, Sasha. I'm proud of you.
I'm a sort of trivial person, and I look forward. There's not really much happening in my life, and I look forward to these steps. Sasha, how are things with you?
They're good. I spent a couple of hours this morning with David and Brian.
Yes.
Yeah. We basically, yeah, it was kind of embarrassing. We spent a couple of hours going around in circles, and then eventually realised that we were like introducing new gems and looking for long code strings to get stuff. Yeah, to get countries to turn to country codes, and then we realised we could just like change the word name to code, and that would have the same effect.
Right. Yes.
It sounds from what Thomas has said like we will actually need to have a separate field rather than just replace the current one, but I think it will still amount to the same thing. We'll just be able to call it differently.
Yeah, you know what I mean, Sasha. Like if you have a look on your own profile, it says United Kingdom there, right?
Yeah.
And yes, it would say UK if you change that. You know.
That reminds me. So I was going to ask. So what I actually did when I was sort of checking out was I changed it, just in my local code, and ran the aspect tests, figuring that if there were that the tests would be detailed enough that if anywhere it had expected to see a country name, it would tell me. So does that? I just wondered if it implied that the view tests were not, should be more detailed.
You exposed the flaw in our view specs, basically. Yes. We are not testing for the name properly. Probably. I mean, if the test were country code, then probably there's a flaw in the way the test is written.
Well done, Sasha.
Yeah, very good. Thank you for exposing that in public. I love you for it. Most probably, yeah, I was the one who actually wrote this, so yeah. You're making good friends here. No, I'm kidding.
Right. Yeah, it's all. I mean, it's all good. But Sasha, are you free for pairing now?
I'm probably not actually. So I figured what I might do rather than my original plan of going back late was go back relatively soon from now, in which case I would be free this evening.
Okay.
In about 3 or 4 hours.
Yep, sounds like that might fit in with Thomas's availability. Sounds like Sam Pretty and Mikhail are both available now. Sam Pretty's particularly interested in doing Jasmine. If Mikhail was interested in Jasmine, you guys could have some fun there. Let's jump on to me then, and we can wrap up this Scrum. I'm at Makers Academy, busy day doing Makers Academy stuff. One thing relevant to Brain, to what's going on at Adventures is the new Ronin Mentors thing here and Ronin Helpers. So I've given them, Sam Pretty and Thomas, access, or at least added them to this Ronin Helpers group. Mikhail, I can add you as well. What that will do is give you access to a repo. Don't particularly, I mean, you're welcome to look around that repo at the moment. What that will ultimately give you, if I can now find it, is access to this. And so this is what we've been working on at Makers here. And I think I mentioned it to a few of you, Mikhail, as you haven't heard about it. But so this is built in Sinatra, and it doesn't have a database, and it uses the Google API, as not Google API, so GitHub API to extract all the data that's basically on. We're using GitHub as the content creation tool, and so this is currently the pre-course, which is the 4-week course that students do before they come to Makers Academy, and kind of brings them up to speed on the command line, version control, Ruby, and so forth. And the particular, there's only 2 kind of features of consequence in here, which is one that we've provided a wrapper, or so you can manage the navigation. But the other one, and kind of maybe perhaps the key thing, is that we've got here this process. I mean, I've finished the course, so it's got all ticks for me. But basically, as you click through and you read certain things, and then as you do certain exercises and you commit things to certain repos, then it actually, once you've got enough commits in those repos, it will mark what you've done as complete, and you'll move forward through the course. So it's kind of yeah, I mean, basically, I'm boiling all of the things that I have learned through the MOOC and my online classes with HPU and everything into building a system that is going to be easy to maintain, transparent, and basically you will see yourself making progress through it as a result of specifically adding things to your GitHub repo and so on and so forth. Anyway,
impressive.
No, thank you. And so basically, it was going to be tomorrow, but actually, you guys can, feel free to. Well, I guess, yeah, it won't work for Mikael. If you're interested in this, then if you give me your GitHub username, then you'll be able to look at it. And currently, the authentication, so you can log in via GitHub, but it will only let you see this if you're part of the Makers Academy teams. So actually, Mikael, it would be quite helpful for me if you clicked on this precourse.makersacademy.com, and it should effectively block access to you for the moment. Thomas and Sasha and Sam Pretty, you should, in principle, all have access to it. But that might be a nice test to do now if we've got a spare moment.
When I just tried to sign in with GitHub, and after signing with GitHub, it gave me an internet server error. But then after logging in again, it started to work.
Oh, that's interesting.
I got a 500 error as well.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah,
yeah.
Just
Let me.
Did you have to log out from GitHub, or because I keep getting that when I try to reload the page or revisit that URL?
There was another page which wasn't logged in, which had the logout button, so I just clicked on that. Just go to this URL, just go to precourse.makersacademy.com/logout, and it should fix it for you.
Yeah. Okay.
Slash what?
Logout.
LOGOUT. Yes, and I've got the error logs. So you guys have already helped us debug an issue there. That's very handy. Yes. Anyway, yeah. So I think that what it is that is probably our tracking system in the background. I think when a completely new user comes in, it maybe fails on the first time around. So that was very. Thank you for helping us check that. Anyway, Mikael, I guess you'll either send me your repo name or not. But so that is going on. Other things, I can't really think of it. We mentioned, very excited about the lovely thing we have from I forgot her name now, from Vivian or Evo, which is also called in our in the Agile Ventures Grow section. Talking about how Agile Ventures helped her in the workplace. Looking forward to getting more of those. Going to be working on the release of week 4, maybe 1 or 2 tomorrow, and then after that it's a MOOC release. And I mean, I guess what I'm particularly hoping, actually, given this, or Thomas and somebody, you're both here, is I'm hoping that you guys will be incentivized to help me manage the MOOC. Since, at least tell me, the way that this is working is you guys will be working with small groups of students who have access to the MOOC site. You're not going to have clones of the MOOC site separately, right?
Not in this instance. Not in the pilot.
Yeah.
But so the pilot starts when the MOOC starts, and
right.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. No, that makes sense. And what I'll do is try and make sure that all of you guys have access to the MOOC, and so obviously that you'll be kind of supporting your students, and if they bring up issues in the MOOC like a spelling mistake or whatever, you can actually go in and directly fix it as necessary to support your own, hopefully for the benefit of all of us. Okay, well I think that's about everything for today. Is there any other business that we need to review?
No.
I guess the final thing I'll just say about this pre-course thing. So if we go back to the Ronin mentors, we're also going to be looking for people to be mentors for this course, and then also for the longer course. And so if you, in your copious spare time, obviously, but if you're interested in that, one of the things you might do is work through this, this pre-course here, and see how far you can get with the progress, and then that will sort of qualify you for being a Ronin mentor going forward, if you're interested in that.
Are there any links with a SAS course, or not at all?
No. I mean, conceivably, this is, I'm now working full-time at Makers Academy. This is, Yeah, unrelated to that. I mean, conceivably they may share some, what's the word? Like some tasks, like at the low level, at the autograder level. But no, this is not related to Berkeley. This is an effort by the London-based Makers Academy, and they're taking their thing online. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Unless there are any other questions, I guess we'll leave it there for today.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys. Bye for now.